Alright, so today I'm laying a lead. The first thing I gotta do is clean my footer off and see which way my block are turning, if I need any cuts or anything. So first thing I gotta do, clean off the footer, snap some chalk lines, and check our bond. Got our line snapped now, checking our bond, which way we turn our block. That little diamond right there is our bond, so we're pretty close, so this one's turned the right way. It's a lot easier to tell where your bond is on a tape measure like this instead of your 100-footer. All the marks are the red lines, the red numbers. So we're right about on bond there too, so this block's turned the right way too. We're lucky enough to not have any cuts for both of these walls. Alright, so I laid all these block and I got them almost straight using the chalk line. And the first thing I do is I make sure they're level this way. So my bubble's on this side of the line, so I gotta tap down on that side. Alright, level, slide it out. It's pretty good. Check this way. Way off the block there. Get her down. Right level, gotta tap down here. Level, slide it out. Tap down a bit. Alright, got that done. Come through and level them this way. This is only on the first course, you do it this way. So it's riding this side of the line, so I tap her down. There. Level. Side of the line, so I gotta tap down on this side. Level. That one's pretty good. Corner block. Gotta be down on this side. Then after that, I come and make sure they're plumb. They should be pretty close because I level the tops. Just double check. Now we gotta tail it each way. If you look down there, there's a tapcon, and my corner line's right up with the middle of that tapcon. So my corner is right on. Then we're gonna use a string line and tail it all to the line so it's nice and straight. So all I do is I put it on this corner and make sure I'm about an 1/8 inch away from all these blocks. Tap them into the line. So I'm doing a 7-course lead. The easiest way to know you're going up 7 courses and how to start with your block is whatever number of courses you go, that's the number of block you need. So 7 courses, you need 7 block. In this case, I used 8 because when we get up to the top, I want 2 up there, not just 1 block. I want 2 blocks so I can hook my line bones on and it's easier to run our walls in. So once the first course is all set, it gets pretty easy after that. You start with the same thing, you make sure you're level. Pretty good there. Come down a little bit. Fix this one. Now, so these blocks aren't perfect. So after the first course, when it's really close, there's really no point to do it this way anymore. Because if you get it level, you aren't going to get it plumb. And it's more important to get it plumb. So once you level it this way, all you got to do from here on out is plumb it. So I plumb them all. So then all you do is chase the block down, make sure it reads level, good. Come out 3 block, because that's as long as my level goes. Do it here. Do it on your corner. Make sure we're good this way. Go back. Then straighten these out. So what I do is, since they're already plumb, I don't got to do the top and the bottom. I just go right in the middle here, tap it into where I was good there, tap it into where it's good there, and that's it. Chase it out, tap it in, good. The way you can know you're good and straight is if you can just run your level across there and not have any bumps in it. So these corner block are pretty uneven because you got 8 inches here and 10 inches here. So I cross-webbed right there to help it set good. So when I set these, when I'm laying it, I look down my corner, straight down it, and try to match it up with what's beneath me, so I don't have to do as much bumping. So I line it up, make sure I'm good, pretty good, and then just let her fall in. That's good. So it's important, this has mud in it, so when I head this, I make sure I get it there, and on the top, and on the top there. Slap some mud up. I slide her down in, make sure I'm good on my bond by looking down the core there. See that little space there? And on the other side, the little space is even, right on bond. Make sure I'm not lipping. I'm way off here, so roll her back. And that's it. So same thing, looking down my block, making sure I'm on bond, making sure I'm not lipping. Nice in line with the wall. Tap her down to these ears right here, make it even, because I'm trying to set it as close as I can before I level it. And I scrape the mud off and reuse it and put it right on my head. Alright. So everything's the same as the second course from here on out. You just do the same process all the way up. Make sure you're level this way, this way. Chase her down. Make sure when you chase it down, you're always on your head. All the time, right there. Tap her in a bit. Good. Since I got 3 block, my level reaches. So I can plumb this. Chase it down my corner. Tap her in a bit. I gotta double check this one first, so it's pretty good. Make sure that's straight down the corner there. Let me come in. It's pretty good. Double check here. Pretty good. On this one. And then do my straight edge. So make sure I'm touching here and here. I'm not, so I'm out here, touching, now I'm touching. Then I bring these ones in. that's it. So it calls for Durowall. Just gotta cut it to length. So I usually let it run a little bit long just so it ties in good. So like right there, cut it right on that. Same thing, I cut her along. Alright, then I gotta spread my mud and then I'll put the Durowall back in, so I'll take it off for right now. Alright, then just push the Durowall into the joint here. You gotta get your water in. So they get pretty hard to put up here nice when you get higher. So all you gotta do is, I just cup it on the side and on this side, opposite corners. Pick it up like this, however high you need to go, and then put it on right here. And look down it that way. Push it right down on the other corner. Chase it real nice. I'm at the top of my lead here, and then just to make sure you're always plumb, make sure you're all the way tailed down on your level. All the way down. So right there, I'm plumb, and then I bring that block out. Tap her in. Good and plumb. Same thing here, make sure it's all the way as far as you can go down. Good and plumb. One thing you can do to check you're good and straight is if this chase is really good along your corners. So I'm not, so that means my corner's got to come out a little bit on the top. So I tap her right in the other block, and then it's good and straight. Good. Good and straight. Then always make sure you don't have any mud left over on here. So when you come back and lay your block, you don't have to break it off. It's already all ready to go. Alright, I'm all done now. I gotta clean up a little bit, so just make sure your footer's clean. And I always make sure I fill the top up with mud right there, so fill that in. So the reason I put 8 on the bottom instead of 7 is because I wanted to have 2 block on top and not just this one. And that's because when I lay my block, I always keep my line on the inside, right? So if this block wasn't here and I was laying to the inside, when I get to this course, there's nowhere to hook my dog bone over here. So then I would have to switch over to the other side and hook this up, and it just causes a big headache. So it's easier for me just to lay those couple extra so I can just move my line up. Install strike in the back for me. About wrapped up. So we're all done there. Got a nice straight corner. All clean.